Couple classics still here for G2. jawgemo taking point. Big reveal on the Meteor, alone on the site for now. jawgemo pushing out of the smoke. Meteor trying to find the taps. It's only going to be getting a little bit of damage. Buzz still able to find one as BABYBAY's going to be taken down. jawgemo now gone as well. Trent forward into the smoke, finds the right click. Valyn, however, dropped as Buzz finds himself another elimination, and Leaf for now kind of locked out of the doors, being watched by Munchkin. Spike is planted, so Onus on T1, but now it is Leaf left to his own devices to swing out, looking for the finish.
Buzz has to be clearing. Make sure that they're not going to be able to break through easily.
Oh, there's the shots flying, the swing in, and Buzz fadeaway shot. Kellyn's into the corner, still gets a good amount of damage on a jawgemo, putting him down to 20. So Sheriffs now could absolutely find the kill. Snakebite from behind, just in case Munchkin's getting corralled. jawgemo has pumped the brakes, so isn't advancing forward, but for now, G2 players still stuck in a main, going to be rerouting that spike now as Izu full walk down past cannons, looking to try to catch Trent off guard. Weapon's going to be drawn in, but Izu has the one tap. He gets out scot-free. Finds the
Even though he
finisher.
gets pinged out by the drone, does a really nice job buying a little extra time for stax. Stax going to drone it, doesn't see a thing.
Just quick little drop down, gets the spot out, but gets fully blinded up as well. Turn around and jawgemo able to find one. Meteor now going to be struck down as Leaf gets the weapon upgrade, but it will quickly be dropped. However, BABYBAY, with that vandal in hand, still able to find some value. Valyn eliminated by the shock dart, a 2v3 now. So there's the spot out. Izu does manage to find the one, but now finds himself in a 1v2. Try to clutch it out and continue the win streak, otherwise G2 will be finding themselves a much needed round win. Set up on the decoy, hasn't sent it yet. Still does have 2 flashes to play around with. Is it walking forward? But the rewrap here from BABYBAY could be Izu's undoing. Slow advance up through Hall. Izu working his way towards this opening arch, but now they have him spotted. The flash out. BABYBAY
Looks like a B hit all the way now. 35 seconds left.
jawgemo still, though, getting closer and closer and hearing some of these rotations coming through. Buzz, however, still going to be able to find 2. Right up in front on the side. jawgemo down to 1 HP, pursuing deeper, looking for that kill. Doesn't manage to find it. Munchkin falls to 22 HP. It's going to be the player advantage for the moment for T1. But G2 had the spike planted, and stax is now eliminated. Izu still on that rotate, working his way over towards Hall. Still has the operator in hand. Jump peek, and I believe Izu will have had that spot, but Munchkin now finished off, and once again is down to Izu to try to clutch us out. Sees the spot there onto the enemy.
To hold that arch's angle to take stax down.
Now with the tailwind pop, might want to go swinging into this one. Let's see if BABYBAY can have him outdone. There's a swing, and now Buzz. Johnny on the spot, fast with the flick. Finds an opener for T1. Meanwhile, Izu again going to try to push down, get onto an angle to utilize this operator. They're going to try to drone him off this one. He does barely manage to make it.
Huge, because he's got Buzz. Starting to go for a lurk.
Quick reposition, tucks back over towards Orange.
Giving up.
That's out the one player that he heard. Now Valyn up into nest. Meteor seemingly reading this and watching for it. Can he win the fight? The answer is going to be yes. Takes down the opposing IGL. Now it's a 2-player advantage over to T1 as the spike gets ready to be planted. Trent having it in hand, but still needing to clear out the remainder of this site. Meanwhile, jawgemo peels back a kill into their favor. Immediately invests the overdrive. Time dwindling. Buzz not checking to the right. Leaf is just right there with him. He finds him with a no-scope. Just never spotted him out. Trent just tagged up once, but not taken down. Now the pit's going to be invested from Leaf. This G2, we're in such a rough position, but they are fighting their way back into this round. Now with the advantage. stax has to lead the charge. Is it still an operator in hand for Izu? The players are low, but the time is widely gone, and jawgemo is still looking for a backstab angle as well. Ping's coming down, stax able to find one. Sends out the recon, but Leaf is tucked into the corner. So cheeky. And now the op is gone. stax look to try to turn this pace around. BABYBAY just storming up into mid, pushes out of the nebula, does get taken down. Buzz gonna be tagged up, trying to make his exit. Tailwinds over to the side, but stax gonna be caught at the same time by jawgemo. So, in the end, a 1-for-1. Push up deep into nest for Jaw.
Yeah, he knows with stax dead that this might be clear, and they might be trying to re-clear it so he can get ahead of it.
Izu considering it. Scoped in on the bridge, working his way closer and closer towards that sand side. Hunter Sphere at the same time going to be called in from Trent off screen, looking to try to flush out and open up this B side of the map. It's going to be Leaf who finds Buzz to do just that. Rewrap, however, down from Meteor. Through the elbow, looking to try to intercept. He will be good for one. Munchkin, however, eliminated on the site. Spike on the floor for the moment. Lob it on that poison orb. The shots will get baited out. Now Leaf can recover it. Looking for that transfer, but doesn't quite manage to make it happen. Izu now once again. Feels like the third time having to be the one to try to clutch this. Spotted up a Neon, sees it, sends the shot, but he's going to be going for it. The Dimensional Drift in play, can swap out the weaponry. Grabs himself a Phantom, has the spot here on the jawgemo. Looks back in the main, sees Trent, cuts around the corner, and Trent cuts him.
Invested, the Cosmic Divide there. So painful.
The jawgemo's just sprinted it up, and okay, Izu, a very nice shot from him, and now a second. Grabs a weapon upgrade, Valyn's gonna be pinged down, revealed. Izu finds himself a third. Meteor lurked forward inside of A main, will be able to catch Leaf, and somehow, some way, this is the round that T1 will break the win streak with. It'll be a thrifty.
So dangerous.
Looking to swing that corner. Tailwind at the ready. BABYBAY on the other side. Buzz has him outdone once again. In this forward pressure, they've given up so much space. They feel like they have to play in towards this B side of the map, it would seem.
Yeah, good awareness there from T1, recognizing that Trent could have hung around behind Pillar. They pinged that out, but now they're going to try to put a pinch on Buzz to try to hold the line.
Izu now potentially at risk, though. They get past Buzz, but he is going to be good for the opening kill. And now Izu strikes in from behind, gets that flank shot. Looks for the follow-up, and Valyn will be able to take him down. 2v4, however. Trying to scale their way up through the hall, and Buzz just gives the shot to Leaf. Continues to be good for those as they overall Munchkin as well. And suddenly, it's a 2v2. The player's still a world away. Gravwell, a misread. Leaf hearing the footsteps. A Meteor dropped Leaf. A 3K for him. And stax has to do it all. It seems like they have his position very well read. Leaf immediately rescaling, ready to get onto the flank.
And he knows it, he's aware.
Gives it that consideration, spots it, kills it, now into the 1v1.
Standing ahead.
The IGL of old versus the IGL of the current day for G2. He's trying to bait out the util, but swings into the open.
Pulse is there to just slow each other down, but this looks like a pacey A hit.
Oh, they're trying to make it go. But Meteor, some wild spray forward, finds himself another. His Valyn's gonna be dropped as well. I think he just headshot him through the clone of BABYBAY, and Meteor starts coming alive. Leaf's still standing, but he's down to 12 HP.
Come alive as well, because they were getting vested in that department a couple times in that first half. So Buzz dashes onto the site. Got a couple players pretty close here for G2. So this is
but disconnected.
Yeah, this could be a fight.
Shots just whizzing past Leaf, unable to find him through these smokes. Frantically fishing, and Leaf, a one shot in reply, and he managed to send it right between Buzz's eyes. What a hit from him. Izu now caught. Backside stunned up dead. Munchkin gonna be able to find the one. Stax gets another. Valyn gone. Meteor immediately flushed out as BABYBAY swings the corner and dispatches him with relative ease. Already the fuse held to half, and Stax, he's been clean with the sheriffs, but he cannot make it happen. Himself to the opposite side of the wall as that smoke falls. Has the spot out, but Stax had the full armor, survives with 10 HP, eventually finds the headshot. Valyn out, forced out into the open, looking for a little bit more follow-up, but Izu will be able to strike him down. Spike now planted. One charge away is so much damage. Traded out between Munchkin and jawgemo. Both lucky to be alive. This gives a bit more wiggle room potentially to G2, but as I say that, Trent will fall. Leaf is taken down. Now it is just Jaw. 6 health. Ooh, finds a great headshot. And he can certainly still make this costly. Everybody is within one tap range. Looks like it might just be the save. Grabs up that Vandal. Tucks back away. Izu, wanting to try to get the Dimensional Drift online for the next round one way or another, will go in pursuit of him. Swinging around the back, and jawgemo seemingly not having the read. Got his back to the box. But Izu seems like he's got it sussed out. He sees the gun barrel, and there is...
Here we go.
Dimensional Drift in, or being taken. Stax now with that Hunter's Fury online, but so far not spotting out anything, but hearing jawgemo. Got a couple shots. They do force him to reroute, but already 4 players from G2 in position to try to flood retake the site. Hunter's Fury going to be opened up. Stax searching, but ends up going wide. Meanwhile, jawgemo able to find a kill as Izu will fall. Overdrive going to be popped. Meteor, however, able to find two, but now will be taken down and just
don't get any value out of Stax's ult here. Big win for jawgemo. Oh, out in the open too. Meteor finds a couple, but then he's caught trying to jump.
Look like for T1. Thrown over the top, spot onto both duelists, a slide forward, and jawgemo able to collect one. BABYBAY gets another. They immediately demolish T1. They're just seemingly not ready for a trap play despite spotting both of these players. The reaction just isn't there. Just zoned back.
You are divided.
No other real recourse for this one, T1. Cannot try to play around the other side of the map. They just have to continue to push this one, but now the dimensional drift is in play. BABYBAY spotting all three. Call coming through, and G2 get their forces clustered together. A safe and quiet exit on the opposite side of the wall. Cuss gonna be dodged, the clone goes in, Buzz turn of the flash and snaps on for a shot to kill BABYBAY, but Trent fishing through will be able to find that kill. Spot up for Meteor. The head found, Valyn dead, now into a 2v2. This must win a round, and it'll all be on Munchkin's shoulders. Playing a ring around the rosy here at the pyramid, spots the gun barrel of one. The tap of the defuse, Trent to watch, to protect. Peek. This time, trying to use maybe that drone as a bit of a trap with Meteor nearby enough, but Hunter's gonna be open up the drop down the dash over to the side. Buzz somehow still gonna be alive, and piling out of the doors is Izu, and he is dropped. 8 HP, the swing in the corner, Buzz able to find one. Looking for a little bit more, but BABYBAY, quick peek, has to backpedal. Valyn gets the spot out, gets the kill. BABYBAY swings around front of pyramids. Meteor now gonna be taken down the pit, blooming as Munchkin, in desperation, throws everything that he can at this round. Just he and Stax. Brain trust for the team to try to somehow bail themselves out of this situation, but now Stax has been found. Munchkin all alone hits the transfer for two, but can find no. BABYBAY there at sewers, Leaf at the same time. Lurks in behind bricks. Will be spotted and taken down. Meteor able to find the kill, pops the shield immediately. So double tap now in play. Now it takes a munch, gets that blind through. Now we'll look to try to push forward, still to utilize the shield, but it's going to be broken on the entry. Trent able to find one. BABYBAY finding a piece as well as Meteor still fighting back, but now will fall as it's Izu. Left in 1v1 and he needs some damage. Needs the headshot. 40 HP, a frenzy on the other side. Jaw swings in all the way forward with that Marshall in hand. Double tap shield now going to be popped. Meteor immediately working his way through up into window.
Should be a flash out of here, you would think, from Buzz.
Has it, they spot him, they take him down low, and he can't get the weapon out fast enough. Valyn, however, still close by. Not gonna be caught by that one, but Buzz with that Bulldog's able to find a kill. Izu finding Trent at the same time as jawgemo drops off back plat. Molly gonna be layered in, but he gets completely overwhelmed and surrounded, and suddenly, it is just Leaf with the Marshall remaining. One shot would kill them all. So gets the spot on the one. Turns over, but in the hands of jawgemo. Stinger for Leaf. One away from having that run it back available, and BABYBAY finds the first shot. Leaf here at window and mid. Guns down two. Is they looking to turn the tides, and Valyn bests Meteor. Goes jumping. Decoying out into the jump peak. Just getting the spot there onto Izu. Meanwhile, the attack onto the B site. It's underway. Stax to have the plan. Meteor pushing out aggressively towards that A-link side. Prowler, however, will confirm his presence as curveballs go flying, but jawgemo still needing to wait for the rest of the team to try to get into position, but Buzz is going to be taken down first and foremost there at backside. Leaf gets the angle, gets that kill. The double face, a lot of damage going to be suffered, but Munchkin eventually able to find the kill. Jawgemo going to be taken down, BABYBAY dead as well. The Trent and Valyn finding one apiece. Flushed him out off the site. The ping reveal onto one. The taps just trying to bait these shots forward, and Izu already going to be invested. Sprinting forward, checking out around the back of sight, but so far nothing going to be spotted. The entry now coming through. Leaf works his way over to Lumber. Going to be blinded up there in the corner. The recon going to go flying. Munchkin Stax able to find one apiece, and Valyn cannot escape. Let's get taken down. The Nightfall still going to be invested now at 2v4. And everybody. Seems lopped in, spot on the one, and Izu will outdo Leaf. Just not ready for that timing whatsoever. Now forward into the smoke. Meteor going to be able to take down Trent. BABYBAY tagged up on the exit. jawgemo noted on the flank. Meteor will fall, but that's the one casualty that they've been able to find. Munchkin sliding his way up into heaven, trying to get the pre-fire, but BABYBAY will be able to come away with the kill. They still need so much more.
Recovering it.
They have to try to play this one out. But a lot going to be resting on the shoulders of BABYBAY. And it's going to be Izu from behind Buzz to go ahead and clean it up. No signs of it stopping or slowing down. Buzz peeks in, outlaw in hand. BABYBAY, the first to fall. It's half armors across the board. This Leaf does get tucked away. Now they have the spot, they have the information. Buzz just quietly dropping down, peeks back in. Takes as far as they want to go, where they want to go. jawgemo tagged up already. Pops that, run it back, immediately gets zoned away.
Beautiful.
Just sends out a molly. Team 1 pump the brakes, and they're just not going to allow for him to get value off this one.
Izu's got his ult here. Or excuse me, Meteor has his ult. Could go try to use that kill contract. So here in jawgemo run around. Just curious if he might want to go for it. He's just going to hang on to it, try to take some space, open up
call for the pivot.
Exactly. Yeah, this is really nice work.
And leave Buzz, try to make some noise there around Sewer. Actually, he will fall. Valyn catching a timing onto him as he's trying to scale his way forward towards A. jawgemo at the same time, though, hearing these footsteps, and suddenly this game of Ring Around the Rosie might just be going G2's way. They catch there and spawn. Meteor still able to find the one. And stax will be able to find the enemy Phoenix. Trent trying to steady it, but just eats far too much damage. Completely out-favored now in the fight. Completely out of control for G2. So there's the gun barrel spot. There is the kill. Will be able to peel one back into his favor. But considers the close angle, will back away. Because now it's going to be the dimensional drift from Buzz trying to scout him out. Will have spotted him. Goes for the flick, unable to find it. Buzz now spotting him up over the top, has to drop down. Buzz will make his exit. There goes the ult. Kill contract, getting the grab. Meteor gets the clone. Bit of a bait and switch, but they get the real thing as Buzz is able to find Leaf at the same time. Blazewall going to be set up, the spike now already planted, and Buzz playing forward. Catches Valyn before BABYBAY can get the counter swing. Advantage to T1. It's Meteor flush against the garage entrance. Watching for the scale forward, but the wider swing from Trent manages to offset the aim. Izu, however, still alive and well, playing forward on the site. Looks for the timing on the BABYBAY, but Trent again will find the catch. A 2v2 for the time, starting to get away from them. The tap, no real committal on the defuse. Trent again, the one that trying to make this happen. But you can hear it bleeding away. He continues to get tagged up. Shot after shot. Jumps back over towards C, but the silent, steady push has been coming through the whole time towards C.
And they're ahead of this. Is Valyn going to be ready?
Dimensional drift will go in. Valyn still able to find one. Meteor going to be taken down. Izu eventually able to find that trade. Decay down to 1. Trent pushing forward, will be able to have the shutdown. All the same, Buzz gets himself situated forward. Now staring at this A connector with the op in hand.
I think BABYBAY just has to wait for the spike, wait for the reinforcements.
If he swings in, he's going to be taken down, and that brings it now into a 3v3. Stack some eyes on the flank. Looking like it's just going to be a 3-player push straight forward through this connector. It's the jump across, jawgemo going to be tagged. Munchkin forward into the smoke, the dive forward, and he hits the transfer for 2. jawgemo taking even lower, now Hunter's shot. He's not going to be able to make it count, get some damage on the stacks, but Buzz just a little bit snappier with it, finds the headshot, and narrowly does manage to make his exit. Damage exchange on both sides, and player advantage to T1. Another rescale forward, lead, instantaneous with a headshot. Meteor going to be struck down, but stax able to find 2 more here for his troubles before Trent takes him down. Buzz just skirting over to the side, Valyn disconnected away from Trent. To try. To consider it, given that the trademark was down off the rip. Izu, oh, they read it well. Are able to force him away. That opens up for the sprint now into the B site. Do they just plant here, or do they try to cut across to C? Looks like it will be going for B. The face forward, Valyn able to find the spray down. Munchkin going to be eliminated. Trent at 3 HP. I believe hearing some footsteps from Izu on C. He's gonna try to just swing around the back, catch him off guard, seize the shoulder. Izu seemingly no real idea about this possibility whatsoever. He is going to be caught. Trent has the one tap. G2 might just have the pistol they so desperately need. The Astra still in play. The time starting to dwindle. Buzz wanting to check around, wanting to try to isolate this into a 1v1, but he cannot. The Hunt gets the reveal. Trent
Try to make the calls as quickly as possible.
bursting onto the scene. Cam out, spot on the one. BABYBAY going to be tagged. Gets the removal though. Thinks it's safe. Doesn't give him the opportunity to find that blind punish. Thrown out over the top. Spot onto 3 players. So the spike does get planted. He's well from jawgemo, holds them back at connector for now. Curveball, looking for that timing. It's going to be easier. Dead first as Leaf finds that kill. jawgemo on the swing, able to find Munchkin as well, but Buzz fights back. Meteor good for 1 before getting traded out. It's now player disadvantage to T1. G2 looking to convert this bonus. That is all in the hands of stax.
And this long A space, see if they could force G2 over, and they're already in. This is open territory.
Run it back, popped. Smoke gonna be lobbed in, and Munchkin, oh, okay, lucky to be alive. Back will just have him exit. Buzz at the same time, able to find one with that operator. Jumps away over towards the spawn, and Izu still gonna be alone here on the site for the moment. Cam goes out, spot on the 3. Munchkin watching for a late lurk as Izu is just burning alive. jawgemo has him, Meteor dead as well. Closer. He wants another ult charge. And I think that he should have it. There's the jump. Wow. G2 looking to try to get this attack going here into the B side. Munchkin going to be tagged by the Haunt. Leaf pushing forward. Timing's going to be found though. Munchkin on the swing, able to find him, but now he gets taken down, as does stax. Player advantage here in their hands. Buzz manages to have the flash connect. Cleans up a second. Valyn going to be taken down. Meteor in around the back is trying to hunt down BABYBAY. Just hasn't been able to spot him yet. But there's the ping reveal off the neural theft. And it is just Trent. Spike planted into his favor. Low on bullets. Gets rerouted. Has eyes on this position. He has been so damn instrumental for G2 on this map. Does he have the clutch? Ooh. He locks on. Izu dead. Meteor on the other side. Taps the defuse. The swing! They're looking like a quick hit into the B side against the buy up T1. Meteor, however, pushing forward, is able to find the one, but quickly gets blinded up and traded out as Valyn finds the kill. Trent again, continuing to find value. Clears out stax. Cosmic Divide now to be invested, but Izu pushes forward past the wall, but he doesn't disconnect back through it. He overstays. TP up into the smoke. Munchkin continuing to try to do some crazy stuff to get them back into this one, but has to make his exit. The space now given over to the plant can come through. As Buzz is forward onto the site with an operator in hand. Certainly not the weaponry you would like to see, but it is going to be a pivot. It seems like BABYBAY might have caught a glimpse of Munchkin.
I think he heard him.
He's just dialed in on this angle. Buzz checking out the front of sight. If he continues to swing, Leaf should have him dead to rights. He's just tucked away into the cubby. He's suspicious of it. At the same time, though, the double push in the backside. Munchkin finds the one. The catch is there. Trent again, having to do it all. Can he get himself another 4K? Can he be that guy? Can he be the hero? The swing coming in, and Buzz denies.
At this point is G2.
Minor time. No, never mind. He finds a headshot. Caught him in the shoulder to start. Now looks to backpedal, but Izu here in the corner, able to strike, and jawgemo going to be taken down. Clear the gate crash. And once again, G2 going to be rerouted, but where do they opt to go? There's a tripwire on B. You've got the op still over at A long. 12 seconds remaining. Looks like they're going to try to sprint this one forward onto the B side. Haunts into the back. Gets the reveal on the one. The plant having to be committed to. But there's a drag away, and that's the round done. Meteor's done it again. Wins out the fight, runs down the clock, and T1. Yeah, Leaf has spotted a hell of a lot. He's going to say a hell of a lot more. Goes in with an eventual drift, calls, yeah, guys, there's going to be 3 in window. Start pushing into A. Op has now been located. It's located again.
T1 has to get ahead of this.
Conventional drift available now for Buzz. Looking to lead the charge to C's. Gets a grab on the one. Molly
Spike planted.
there, trying to dissuade the push forward as Buzz makes his exit, but BABYBAY, it's got him from behind. The Stinger in range, still able to close out the kill. There's no read of that one whatsoever. jawgemo now storming forward. Stax dead. He's out for blood, and he will be rewarded with it. As Izu now needs an ace clutch to bring this map to its end, and we are going to OT. Finds a third. The neural depth going to be invested. BABYBAY, the shot ends up going wide. Would love to try to hold this one up to half, but he cannot. jawgemo taken down. The time, however, still getting away.
You got those flashes there.
The flash gonna be flying, but jawgemo taken down first and foremost. Meteor a little bit late with a shield. Do you drone for this? Or do you just blind face into BABYBAY? They do. He looks for a second. He cannot find it. Meteor gets the punish. Valyn, the first to arrive on the scene, clears out the recon, but has been pinged. Push the corner one by one, but Buzz on the follow-up is able to find it now. Player advantage expounded upon as Buzz. Could be a big change up in Buzz. About to peek in to Leaf here on the side, and Leaf has the headshot right through the corner of the wall. Early advantage in their hands. Meteor now going to be overwhelmed in mid. jawgemo to take him down. And it seems like we're slated to go to another round of OT. Zizu able to scale all the way down C long, but trademark on the opposite side of that wall will hold him at bay.
And now you've got so many options here as G2. You can scale a little bit. jawgemo's going to go find that there's some open space, but they're committing hard towards A. I mean, it's going to be a miracle for T1.
Stax there around the corner. Stacked in with Munchkin, but the AWP is taking point. The shot ends up going wide, but Trent has him aligned. Izu again, needing to do an ace clutch. He will make noise. jawgemo will hear it, and he will strike him down. Surprise, surprise.
C hit into the strong side.
Trent very close by to try to come to their rescue. jawgemo here around the corner. The Nebula trying to force them to push their way out of this one. Plum going to be cleared. Buzz swinging forward, able to find one. Meteor finds jawgemo as well. Stax now going to be taken out by Meteor, starting to take over. Does get blinded up with Leaf arriving, able to find Munchkin. A 2v2 now. Leaf and BABYBAY to try to get G2 up to match point, and Leaf has found Meteor. It's down to Izu. Eats some early damage, swings in, he's trying to isolate, but BABYBAY about to join in. Still yet another Prowler. This could be Izu's undoing. There's the reveal. Holds his own for the first. Haunt thrown in from behind. He's looking for a second. The fadeaway shot on the Trent. Spike still on the floor, but BABYBAY able to win out that fight, and Meteor going to be taken down by Leaf. Pop flash out of the garage window. Buzz once again puts the spike on the floor. 20 seconds remaining. Valyn to recollect it. Leaf to bodyguard from behind. The swing in though, and Buzz wins out the fight. Valyn in a 1v3. The push comes in. He gets tagged up. He gets taken down. It is just down to the players. This BABYBAY again going to be spotted. Cam forward, spotting out that operator. Leaf lingering up, and Izu not registering that whatsoever.
No damage done.
Valyn should have been seeing plenty there.
Can't use that yet.
Tucks back. Molly going to be lobbed forward. And jawgemo from garage finds two. Both duelists taken down. Now just Munchkin and Stax. Try to see if they can clutch this out. A 2v4 from here.
One flash and a haunt. That's what you got to work with here.
Double shocks, but no real way to try to utilize those. They have to play forward. And Munchkin going on a peek, ends up getting his tag down all hell. Concussed in behind the box, repositions back over towards Long, and Stax dead as he takes point. Leave. Ruling overtimes versus each other. Blaze wall set up, Haunt over the top, looking for a spot. Nothing going to be seen, but this is a stacked site for T1. jawgemo curveball out, breaks the shield, and manages to break Meteor. Finds a headshot, gets himself a second, looks for a third, but Munchkin strikes him down. He needs so much more, but he cannot find it. This looks like it should be the moment for G2 to punch their ticket into the playoffs and